Hey guys, Dexter here from Light Productions doing my custom medieval knight minifigure contest entry into Noble Artists' medieval character minifigure contest. Alright, so before I get into the knight, I'll just get into some extra stuff. Like, I included with him a horse, but I wanted to go with a brown or black horse, and I didn't have one. I don't want to use a white horse because white horses are for those, more higher class characters like your king, which would suit this character best if it were king that I was going for, but it's not. So anyway, I based this whole body on the Blind Bag minifigure series Medieval Knight. I used all the pieces from him except this flame piece, the face underneath, these arms, and this golden sword. Originally, I would have customized this golden sword, but I only have one of them, and you really don't want to customize anything you only have one of unless you really feel comfortable with. And since I don't know the rarity of this piece, I didn't want to take that risk. Also, I really like the look of it already. So anyway, the look I was going for was a blacksmith who wanted to become a knight and who found a crap ton of gold and just forged it into this awesome sword that he can make his own, trademark look with. And I really wanted to make him look very battle damaged and very menace-like. As you can see on this shield, I just took the metal nozzle of my hot glue gun and just melted right through it. I used red paint to signify blood splatter effects because, a lot shields were also used for beating people to death with, which is why a lot of the edges are splattered with blood. Silver to signify the scratches on the shield. Just scratch off paint details and whatnot, and black for those burnt looks because I want to signify that flame arrows were piercing this or hitting it, and that mace spikes were really doing the most piercing damage. Just trying to really get in a nice good look on the dents of the shield if my camera will focus. If not, I will not try. There we go. That's the best I think it's gonna get, which is pretty cool. I also took the metal nozzle to the face visor of the helmet and just used some red paint to signify blood splatter on one side. I didn't want to signify that he was bleeding though. If I did, I would have put paint under the visor too, right in that part of the helmet. Yeah, I also tried to paint a gold stripe down the middle of his face mask. For the vest, I used reflective tape on the front and back, which is why it's so shiny. I used some black paint to signify burnt marks on the shoulder to indicate that it was pretty close to the fire. Blood splatter on the vest, and I used the normal printed on chainmail legs because I thought they looked really cool. I was debating on whether to go with a muscular body underneath or the gray body, and I finally decided just to go with the gray one, just to give it a sort of chain look depth. So yeah, and for the flame piece, this was pretty cool. What I was going for, I wanted him to first strike fear into him because he wasn't a real swordsman. So what he would do would be strike fear to him. So I thought that a design like this, a flaming helmet, would be cool. So I painted the under that silver, so you can see some silver peeking through, and some black to signify the burning marks. Now the visor still works, and this is the head that I went with. Personally, I think it's a bit young, but still could resemble a blacksmith. More Pirates of the Caribbean like that character that was fighting freaking what's his name? Did I forget? Jack Sparrow in the blacksmith shop. And it was like, I created all these swords. I wanted to go with that sort of story and look because I always thought it was cool that someone who made their own weapons would be most skilled with them. Now, these were the pieces I was going to go with. I was going to go with this head and hair piece, but it looked too much like a king for me, so I didn't go with it. And also, I was going to use this vest because I loved the paint detail I did to this and the design on both the front and back. I thought it had a pretty cool amounts of blood splatter design on it. Not really done well, but I like the contrast of a dark blood red to it, but it resembled too much of the samurai armor. So yeah, and yeah, that's really it. All right, good luck to everyone.